All right, let's continue going through this person's office after that puzzle that I extremely struggled with.
Consciousness exchange? Is he talking about mind swapping?
All right, that seems like a bad idea.
So the cult was on the expedition along with Peasley. How long have they been behind all this?
Yep. Peasley, Bowen, Teague, Seckler, Kingsley, Monroe.
Apparently that John Teague was Fornax, another cult member.
Died from complications retrieving the statuette. Yikes. Where is the city?
Spitsbergen. That's the place in Norway Evangeline mentioned.
The girl with Eberhard understands this language.
I knew Bowen would never abandon his Nazi pals.
Damn. Confirm that we will bring Felix Stahl to America. We do so under Operation Paperclip. You need to put aside all that esoteric nonsense. It'll make you lose credibility with people in Washington. Werner von Braun.
That doesn't sound good at all. And what's this Azathoth business?
Depart for the throne of Azathoth. The center of final chaos. Yeah, let's not do that.
Say, isn't that Senator McCarthy?
Indeed. Caleb's friend Joe was none other than Senator Joseph McCarthy, who led the infamous witch hunts against alleged communists.
Well. Just making sure I've checked on everything here. Okay.
This creature seems vaguely familiar.
Yeah, you just got that on your wall, huh?
Dr. West?
Human name in manuscripts from 250 million years ago? Impossible.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
There may be something important here. I can come back later.
I don't think there is, but that certainly has made me think I might have missed something. That's probably just a point of no return for this section. I think we'll do a scan here, make sure that getting all the dots. I think so. I mean, unless I'm supposed to be able to check that, whatever that is in there. No, I think that's everything.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
Please be all right, Evangeline. Let's go, Miss Drayton. We have to get out of here.
Sure hope there's no one just lurking in the dark.
Look, it's the engineer. I've seen one of those creatures before. In my dreams. In the stone city, in the jungle. He spoke to me in my dreams, Professor. I have
Forget
to...
about it, Miss Drayton. We'd have to call the police and...
Calling the police won't do any good, Professor. We have to go to Spitzbergen. I need to talk with him, with the great engineer.
Miss Drayton, don't you realize this doesn't make any sense? We can't chase Bowen and his...
No, you don't understand. Bowen isn't in Spitzbergen. He's on his way to the city, on his way to Nakotis.
Harry couldn't believe what he had just heard. Evangeline had mentioned a place he had known in dreams, long ago. So long ago, he had nearly forgotten it.
I had a strange dream today. I was inside a vast library and gazed at vistas of another world.
All these questions came crashing down on Harry. And suddenly, he wasn't so convinced anymore. Before boarding the plane to Norway, Evie and Harry talked about the trip. About where they'd be stopping over. About what they'd do once they got to Spitzbergen. They talked about bringing plenty of warm clothing and gear and supplies to make it through. They talked about getting their documents and passports in order. They even talked about the strange city they had both dreamt of. But Evie knew there was something they hadn't talked about. A question she didn't know how to ask the professor, because every time she'd tried, the right words never came out. But a long flight leaves plenty of time to think.
Professor?
Yes?
When I was being held by that man, Bowen, he showed me a picture of you. A picture of you and my father in the Pacific. Did you know my father, Professor?
And then, it was Harry who didn't know how to find the right words. Because even though he'd been waiting years for that question, he still didn't know how to answer it. Evie took Harry's silence as a yes.
How come you never told me you knew my father?
You never asked.
What do you mean, I never asked? What kind of an answer is that?
Evie was furious. That petty, childish excuse didn't suit the professor at all.
Look, I wanted to.
You wanted what? Just talk, for God's sake.
All right. I'll explain everything.
Good. We've got plenty of time to spare before we land.
Certainly a captive
My wife,
audience.
Nora, was diagnosed with an incurable disease. The same hereditary illness of unknown origin that had struck her mother before her. The doctors had no answer. So I decided to find it myself. I never imagined the answer would take me so far away. To a remote island in the Pacific. Back then, I didn't have the financial independence I have now. So I had to raise money and put a team together. Do you remember the night before your father left for work in San Francisco? You were probably 5 or 6 years old?
Oh, God. Yes, I remember. I remember a beautiful, dark-haired woman, a nervous, scrawny guy, and a man who seemed really happy about something.
I'll never forget those words. You're a whiz, mister. Would you be interested, by any chance, in an exciting job opportunity in the Pacific? That's right. Frank agreed to come with us to the island. It pained him to leave you and your mother back in Mississippi, but he needed the money and I was paying very well. But that island wasn't what we expected. There was something there that... Let's just say there are forces in this world that mankind ought not to meddle with, Miss Drayton. Things like the Black Ooze, and on that island, it was everywhere. I told you, it's the most dangerous substance I've ever come across. We found that out when one of the expedition members came into contact with it. was him, driven mad, who attacked your father. Just a shallow cut with an ancient dagger, but enough to infect him with that black liquid. That is what took Frank's life. I did what I could to look after him, but that infection, it was beyond anything I could handle. His final words still haunt me. Harry, please look after my wife and my little girl. And that's what I've been trying to do all these years, though evidently not as well as I might have done.
Evie was speechless. She could not believe it.
Take care of me? What are you talking about? I just met you a week ago. I've never had anyone except my mother. And the only help we ever got was from the insurance checks. What kind of help are you—
There was no insurance, Evangeline.
What?
Harry decided that since he'd started telling the truth, he wouldn't stop halfway.
I am the Hydrangea Foundation. Hydrangeas were just Nora's favorite flowers, that's all.
And then Evie understood. She understood the strange and painful sacrifice that man had made.
I wasn't the one who drove that dagger into your father, but I dragged him to that island and didn't listen when he told me we had to leave.
Harry had spent a long time avoiding the truth of what had happened nearly 30 years before, on that island in the Pacific. But for the first time in ages, he was forced to face it.
So yes, your father died because of me. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I won't be so foolish as to ask for your forgiveness. I know I have no right to it. I understand how you must feel now. I understand that you hate me.
Okay, so we have some choices here. We could forgive him, blindly forgive him, confront him, but forgive him. Let it be and don't forgive him. Or don't forgive him at all. I think we will confront but forgive. I feel like for her character, that's the most— I don't think she would just let it go. And I mean, it's a serious situation. I mean, who could? But I think she would forgive him, knowing the circumstances and that he at least tried to do something.
You could have told me.
I know. But I'm a coward. All I've ever done is avoid responsibility.
Could be. But you've also risked your own life to save mine.
I owed you that.
And you've paid for my schooling? That's not what a miserable man does.
I only did it because I had the money. And because I felt guilty.
Look, Professor. You insist on painting yourself as a horrible person. But I don't think that's true. I think you're just a sad and lonely man who's shouldering more guilt than anyone should have to.
Harry was puzzled. He hadn't expected this. In a strange way, Evie's forgiveness made him feel uncomfortable. Didn't he deserve punishment for what he'd done? Evie's decision had made him doubt. Perhaps it was time to move on.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you're right.
I'm sure I am. Believe me.
And after that, Evie and Harry remained silent for the rest of the flight. Despite having talked about it, Evangeline and Harry were not prepared for the freezing cold they would face on that remote Norwegian island. Although weather would be the least of their problems in that place.
I mean, she's fairly well bundled. Certainly better than Mr. Everhart. Harry just had a long coat and not a warm hat.
God, This is unbearable. Professor, are you sure you're all right? You should have brought a couple more layers.
Don't worry, Miss Drayton. I'll be fine.
Harry hadn't always been like that. He used to like heat. But 3 months stranded on a Pacific island had changed his preferences.
Yeah, I think he prefers his weather to be cooler
What we
and
saw in
non-eldritch.
Bowen's office, the Black Pharaoh, Azathoth, and all that. What do you think it means?
Just the ramblings of a madman, I'm sure of it. I'm actually more worried about the other things. Spitzbergen, the statue, your memory loss, and your dreams about that creature. Too much of a coincidence, isn't it? This sign, it's written in Norwegian. I guess we're close.
Do you really believe it's possible to switch minds?
Honestly, Miss Drayton, I have no clue what we're dealing with. But whatever it is, we'd better stop Bowen as soon as possible.
Here it is, the radio station.
The storm is getting stronger.
We'd better stay close to each other, Professor.
Jog a bit here in the snow now. Oh, it is getting very snowy.
This looks like the station's garage. I wonder why they left vehicles in here. It's not working.
Okay. I have to get some power to this in case we need to take one of these. Oh, she leaves her own marks in the snow. Nice touch. No, that's not like groundbreaking, but sometimes it's the little details.
It's no use. This switch is completely wrecked.
Figured maybe we could use it for some parts.
The mess hall. Or what's left of it.
Well, that's not great. I don't think we want to be in Nazi territory.
It's not working.
That at least has a line going out.
There are way too many beds for a simple radio station.
That would back up what Bowen said. That this place was just a cover-up.
A book titled The Unspeakable Cult doesn't sound like a very pleasant read.
Nope, sure doesn't.
The entry post is completely wrecked. What happened here? This must be the generator room, but it's locked.
Of course it
I see
is.
some banners on the building. They look like... Oh.
Yeah.
Nazis. I hate these guys.
You're no Indiana Jones, Harry.
Just as I thought. No power in here.
We should look for the key to that generator room. It must be around here somewhere. Interesting. Very interesting. But it won't help me bring the power back on.
No, can I not read these?
Might come in handy.
Okay.
But not right now. I need to get the power on in here first. All of these rusty gadgets are useless. No. Oh, the door won't budge. Not yet. I've got to get the
Okay.
generator running before I can get any work done. I'll have to take a look at it later.
Take a look later.
Right now, I need to get the power running in this station. Evangeline, I see a...
Harry hesitated to say the words because of how absurd they might sound.
space ship of some sort?
A spaceship? You mean like a flying saucer?
More of a tower, perhaps. Boy, I hope we don't have to climb all the way to the top of that. That's also not working. Okay. There must be something to pick up somewhere.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
But it won't help me. This might come in handy, but
Yeah.
not right now. I need to get the power on in here first.
Question is, what am I looking for? Like a battery pack or something? Tools to fix a panel. Ah,
This must be the key to the generator room.
there we go. Okay, so it is that room back there. All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Hey, what the...
The current must have caused a power surge in that distribution
Of course it
panel over
did.
there. Let me take a look. Maybe I can fix it. Okay.
Oh, okay, we switched perspectives. Interesting.
Darn it. This fuse box is sealed. You don't happen to have a screwdriver on you, do you?
No, sorry, I left it
Oh,
in
there's
my other
one.
coat. With the field microscope, the flare gun, and the cannonball.
Perfect. This'll do.
All right, wise guy.
An old fuse box. And it looks like it still works. Even after years under this weather.
Never doubt German engineering.
Okay.
What's the problem?
Well, the whole base runs on an interlock circuit.
What does that mean? I know nothing of technical stuff, and you know it.
It means that for the power to reach the antenna, you'll have to manually turn on each switch in order.
You mean I have to look for switches all over the base?
That's right. I'll route the power from this fuse box, and then you turn it on.
Fine. Stay put. I'll get back to you.
Okay, so we can manually switch
Up to
characters
you now,
now.
Professor.
That's a neat mechanic. So that one's over there. So let's head that way.
Good. I managed to turn this thing on. Evangeline, try another switch.
Okay.
Okay, so we got two that
You're
are
in charge now.
prepped now. Although my concern is one of them was broken, right? Because there's one here, but this one was in bad shape, I think. Yeah.
It's no use. This switch is completely wrecked.
Must be the one over here. Yeah. This one's blinking. Okay.
Good. I managed to turn this thing on. Evangeline. It's up to you now, Evangeline.
Okay.
Your turn, Professor.
That's the broken one. Where is it though? Oh, okay. I don't think have we been in here? No, I don't think we did.
This storage room's a complete mess.
Like everything else in the station, it seems.
Good. I managed to turn this thing on. Your turn, Evangeline.
Okay.
Up to you now, Professor.
This one connects out to the main power station. So this must be the top now. So we climb up. Past the spaceship. All right. Here we go.
Yes, we did it.
Nice.
We're good. Power's on. I'm heading back to the antenna, Professor.
Okay, Evangeline.
Okay. So I can't switch anymore. So it must be only for some puzzles.
Huh. Wasn't expecting to see one of these here.
What are you talking about?
It's an Enigma machine. A message encryption device the Nazis used to encode top-secret messages.
But how could you possibly know that?
I worked in intelligence during World War II. Obviously, I was too old to be sent to the front lines. And I can't see a thing without my glasses. But the OSS thought someone like me could be useful cracking codes. So they sent me to Fort Meade, Maryland. To the Signal Security Agency building. Russell's desk is always a mess. He's probably on a cigarette break. Hendricks requested a transfer to Europe last week. He's a man of action, no doubt about it. This is the message that needs to be deciphered.
Get the Enigma machine for the following message. Interesting. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to decode that. Did that get put in the... It did not.
Ah, the set
Oh,
of
boy.
components that makes Enigma's encryption possible.
Message reader, rotor disc, main dial, cable pairing.
Ah, I always keep this photograph close. Enigma decoding instructions.
Check the first 3 letters of the message to decrypt, then find them in column 5. Configure the machine with the elements from that row. Column 1 allows you to check the day the message was sent.
I don't rightly know what we'd have done without Turing and his people over at Bletchley Park.
Those you will find the revised procedure for decrypting the latest Enigma intercepts, as well as a sample code. Pay particular attention to rotor settings. Begin with yesterday's indicator group. The plugboard configuration will change. See attached cipher sheet.
I really doubt this is how Nora pictures my work here at Fort Meade, but she does love to tease me.
It's a pretty great sketch, Harry.
We worked hand in hand with the Brits. They'd already managed to crack Enigma, so we hoped their work could help us break JN-25, the Japanese naval encryption system.
Okay. So, let's see. The day of the message and the first 3 letters of the encrypted message. My issue is that we don't have the day, do we? Or do we get the day from... So this is GMR, and there's only one of those on the list. That's 25. Okay, yeah, so that tells you the date. I see. So this 312. Oh, they're interchangeable. Okay. How do we do that though? Ah, okay. 312. Got it. And this is 1526-1. Okay. 312, 1526-1. Okay. Now, set the Enigma message for the following... Enigma machine for the following message. What is the... Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Now we've got UAWF. UA and WF. Okay, so those are set. So those are the 2 pairs. Nice. I did it.
Excellent. I think I solved it.
Well done.
Maybe
You
we
have
can use the
decrypted the message
deconstruction
correctly.
process and adapt it to crack the Japanese ciphers.
Okay.
Of course, it was hard leaving Nora alone at home. But she insisted. She knew I could help our country fight the Axis. So my only condition for working at Fort Meade was that my wife could contact me whenever she needed. Yes?
Hello, my dear old pal.
Nora, it's so good to hear your voice.
How are things going over there, my love?
Well, you know they won't let me tell you anything about what I do here, but we're making progress. Mostly thanks to the British.
Blimey, who'd have thought the bloomin' Brits saving our hides?
Oh boy.
Yes, they are, Nora. How are you feeling today? Have you had any fever this morning, or...?
I'm fine, Harry. I'm more worried about you, actually. How are they treating you in Maryland? Are you eating well?
Yes, I can't complain, but I feel like I'm wasting our time. I should be making the most of every day there with you instead of...
Listen to me, Harry. We both know there will come a day when I won't be by your side anymore. But it doesn't make sense to live waiting for that moment. Besides, you're not going to live forever either, old pal. One day you'll kick the bucket too. You know that?
Oh, that's what I call a cold comfort.
Why? What do you think happens when we die?
Oh boy. Let's go with a little bit of hope.
There has to be something more.
Oh? You mean like heaven?
Don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting St. Peter to open the pearly gates for me, or walking on clouds or any of that, but maybe what we call heaven is just a good moment that repeats over and over again. Like, I don't know, the early days of our newlywed life in Englewood. We were so young back then, and we didn't know about your illness yet. I don't know if this is just a belief or mere hope, but...
Then, I promise you that when the time comes, I'll be waiting for you in our house in Englewood.
Let's talk about something else. All right, Nora? Because if we keep this up, I'm going to burst into tears and lose whatever little respect the army boys at Fort Meade have for me.
All right, darling, I'll let you get back to it. Crack those codes, Commander Everhart. All of America is counting on you.
I'll try my best. I love you, Nora.
And I love you, Harry. I'll talk to you soon.
Nora's great. 'Tis a shame. All right. Yep. It's the machine, all right. But we're gonna need a lot of info. So let's at least gather all that.
This encrypted message is rather short. I wonder what it contains. No use. It's encrypted.
Okay, so there's multiple messages.
Januar 1943. That means January 1943.
Well, yeah, that one's not too hard to guess.
Why'd you read the Why'd you read the date in the year number in German?
Februar 1943.
That's February 43, right?
There's some sort of cable here.
Okay, let's see the other plug we need. Is there more stuff downstairs?
What on earth were they doing in this place?
No one suspects what we're doing here. It was Adler who had the idea of hiding the ZNPC beneath the radio antenna. He's the only general who believes in the project. Voight and Hodenberg are just following orders. And Flopke? I don't know if that's correct. Seems more interested in his esoteric charlatanry. Adler trusts that the success of the ZNPC will secure the Reich's victory. If our research is incorrect, we might be able to turn the course of the war. Well, hopefully not.
No, the door won't budge. This machinery hasn't been used for years. It's ZNPC.
Sounds like a secret Nazi project, doesn't it?
Yesterday we received the code instructions to the laboratory's door. We still missing the general's assigned numbers. Intelligence says almost certainly arrive tomorrow.
Boy, this radio station gets creepier every minute.
Yes, I can feel a shiver down my spine. And it's not the cold.
Otto is dead. My good friend consumed by that black floating polyp. Only his shadow remained. The rest of the team insists in halting the project, but I won't do it. Not until the orders come directly from Berlin. Also, this was dated January. So that's probably the sheet we need to use.
Operation Weserübung. The Nazi occupation of Northern Europe. It's the Dienstausweis of an SS Oberstgruppenführer. Some Otto Adler.
English, please?
Oh, sorry, it's the ID of a Nazi general.
How'd you... Wait a minute. How'd we end up all this snow in here? Let's realize that. Boy, there's a lot of stuff missing here still. Is there anything in drawers or cabinets?
An encrypted message.
Oh, there's another message. I mean, I think we have enough of the pieces. So this is UZW. If we're thinking this is January, I'd be wrong. Okay, so this is 231. And it is 23-13-2. GEFM. FM. Correct? Yep. Okay, we got a message.
The Nazis probably abandoned the base. That's why this message was never received.
All survivors must leave Station ZNP and return to Berlin. The area will be quarantined. Do not expect any more communications. This is the last message that the station will receive. Definitely not saying that last line. Okay, let's check the other short message. Ah, this is where we have a problem, though, because that corner is scorched, isn't it? It looks like it ends in a W. I mean, it's certainly not just the same code again, right? No. So if it ends in a W, it can only be the 13th or I think it's this. Because they were talking about auto dying. This is January 26th. Yesterday we received the lab's door code. So I think it's this. I think it's the 24th. Let's try that. So it's 231. Okay, we got that. And it's 2516. And JVWM. Oops. Sorry, a little finicky. Damn. Okay. That is a problem. Unless this letter is not like real. I feel like we're missing a piece of information though. Could be in February. That was the 25th. So it would have had to have been before that. Could have been the 13th. If we don't get this one soon, I'll switch to the other sheet and then look for some more info. Because it's possible that I'm just missing some information. There's a lot of empty spaces in that notebook. 23, 24, 16, IVNM. Yeah, I feel like this has to be about... It's not this. What other information do we have about Otto? Died January 26th. Let's try this other one. Can I do that? Can I switch? Yeah, let's do this other one first. So this is a BDA. Is there a BDA on the list? The first one. It's the very first communication, potentially. 1925-6. PWCR. WC. Oops. R. Okay. And this should be correct. What? BDA. Is there another BDA? No. BDA 321 321 1925-6. PWCR. Uh-oh. Why doesn't that work? Main dial. Cable pairing. Encryption process. What am I? These plugs aren't, right? I mean, they're not labeled. I mean, just for the heck of it. C R. Three, two, one. First three letters of the encrypted message. Right. This is the only BDA. I gotta be missing information somewhere. Maybe there was something on the floor I didn't see. I don't think there was anything. No. I'm fairly certain there wasn't anything upstairs. Are there any other notes here? It's Otto.
What a creepy looking face he has. That guy with the white hair must be the senior one.
Okay, we actually didn't look at
A
these.
monocle. He must be upper class. This guy looks like a bureaucrat.
Okay, there are actually notes here.
This Voight fella doesn't sound too happy. Someone must have gotten some dates wrong.
Ah, the 10-day rule in the lab code instructions include the day the message is sent to avoid further confusion. I have marked the correct dates on the calendar for when the code changes. Okay.
Looks like a workers' registry from 1943. Looks like a workers' registry from 1943.
And that puts a wrinkle in it. So let's see. Adler died January 26th. The code change every week. It's just weird because the first is still on there. Maybe I'll read that note again in a minute here. Yep. Update the code on their respective dates accordingly. So are these... So is it actually the 10th for that one? Let's try that. Let's see if that's the answer. So this would be... In that case... This is the 10th. It would be 1, 3, 2. 17, 5, 8. AKLU. No. Nope. Did this message say who it was from? No. So the last communication came on the 25th. Still missing notes, though. From somewhere.
All of these rusty gadgets are useless.
Let me pause and see if I can find the other info. I did find that there's a
Reinforced
panel
door.
here. Oh
Still
my.
think this is just a radio station?
All right, I've got to admit, this is weird as hell.
Okay, some dials here. So that's got some sort of combination lock. Yesterday we received the lab's door code instructions. We're still missing the general's assigned numbers. They'll come tomorrow. Maybe this then is this, because this was the code for yesterday. This was quote unquote today, and this is tomorrow. Where am I getting the dial codes from? Let's swap this out. Let's see if we can solve this one. So this is 132. Okay. 132, 15, 25, 25. And ZIHP. Okay, that one worked.
German names with numbers assigned.
Okay. So general's numbers. $37. $54, $83, $95. I still don't understand why we can't decrypt this. Because we have, let me try this again. So BDA is the first for sure, which is 321. 3, 2, 1. 19, 25, 6. 19, 25, 6. PWCR. CR. I'm gonna have to watch this video back because I swear.
I wonder.
Could that be the code to access the reinforced door, Professor?
I swear I put that in before like that. Code changes every 10 days starting today. New code, general assign the number and current day. Only the current commanding general may initiate the code change. If unavailable, the previous commander is authorized to initiate the code change. If unavailable, okay. If unavailable, $95. The last communication was on this week. So does that mean general is assigned number and day? Current general is absent. Previous general is in charge. So he would have been in charge. Because there's nothing here. So it would have been Adler, but he's dead. Which means his number was 19, but we would have to use Hohenberg's number, right? Does that make sense? Does that make any logical sense? Nine five. Um, 19. Holy crap.
At last, we did it, Evangeline.
I think we solved the puzzle, team. It will definitely wrap up this video there because this video is
So
super
the station
long.
was just a cover-up. But I wonder what for.
Whatever it is, we're going to find out. And soon.
Okay, I think we'll stop there for now. Continue in this very spooky place. See you then.